Morning. Ooh. Hi, everyone. Whoa, you're seeing my screen. No. Mm, 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 mm. Right screen. We can just do, right screen. Boom. And overall. Mm, no person will die in theory, but then again, you never know. You never know who's gonna die, and if people die, it's unfortunate. Mm. So yeah, we did Gandalf. We passed 4 levels out of 8. And that was going to get really challenging. We spent a lot of time on that last one. We're definitely going to get back to Gandalf, because ain't no way we letting Gandalf win against us. Contributors 299. Holy moly. Swiss repo. All right. So folks, today we're going to do a little bit of exploratory content. Cyberpunk Reno, morning to you. Back again. I stick around for a little bit longer tonight, lol. Nice. Nice. How you been, Cyberpunk Reno? Use open source AI yet? Hey, next level hash. Hey, good to see you again. It's been a little bit. Use open source AI again. This is what we're doing today, actually. We're building the Death Star. So, the idea is to have an AI sidekick for us that will help in creating AI in that will help in hacking, basically. Hacking and mostly hacking other AIs. So what I'm doing right now, look up Vast. It's cheaper than RunPod. It's funny how I know neither Vast AI and RunPod. The thing that I want though, next level hash, and perhaps you can advise me on that. I want something that's cost is kind of something that's important. I mean, to a certain extent, and like if it's 1 cent a prompt or 2 cents a prompt, it should be okay. Also, you need to have a decent eye for it. I agree. And I also needed to not go every time like, oh, I can't help you with hacking. This is the main thing that I'm concerned about. All right, let's go Vast AI. I'm down to look at it. Vast AI. Oh, wait, we've been on it. GPU option is equal to RTX. No, I don't have RTX this GPU. Whoops. What's going on? Go to Hugging Face. Okay. Cyberpunk as Reno has been alright. Not going to sidetrack your subject matter, Lord. That's okay. You can tell me how you are. This stream is also about just catching up with people. I think, no? For the most part, um, we enjoy being distracted a little bit. Shouldn't be all the time, but I think we can talk a little bit about our lives. It's okay. I want to hear how the line cook. I was gonna say line chef, but line cook maybe is more appropriate. A line chef experience is going Cyberpunk Reno. All right, we're gonna play a bit of music. This is what I'm doing on my left screen right now. Man, there's this song I like starting with. Hope you guys are not getting bored with this music. I honestly like it every time. Wait, where's this goddamn song? Maybe some of this music is AI, huh? I wouldn't be surprised. Everything is every single one of these names is like an adjective and then a noun afterwards. Soulful shadows, Monday murmurs, autumn hues, silent streets, retro rêverie. It's like everything's 2 words. It feels a bit AI. At least the naming. Alright. On Hugging Face. I can share. Hey Nullsec. Morning to you. Alright, next level hash is saying I can share an interface I'm working on next couple of weeks where it gives open source cloud power. Yeah, totally. And next level hash also said RTX 3090. X4, I think it was like 0.6, 0.8 an hour. Like USD. Oh, cents. Oh, cents. I see a C. Oh, that's really cheap. I can definitely afford that. You need to search uncensored and Quen 3.6 on Hugging Face. Got it. So Nullsec, we're your cyber doctor, you already know that. And what we do is hacking. Hungry Face, Hugging Face. Gangface.co. We're your cyber doctor, you already know that. And we do hacking, and it would be awesome to have an AI that's our sidekick. Maybe we could have like an image of them. Because if it's a sidekick and it must have a photo, right? Maybe we'll put like something there. Something there might be. I don't know if my partner will love having a random photo of an AI in our guest room. Nice, you helped in tuned in with the Death Star. Amazing, amazing. What's your experience with using AI? Nullsec. So yeah, what the key criteria is one that it's uncensored, because otherwise it's gonna be useless. And the next criterion is that maybe it'd be better if it wasn't local. I'm saying this because my GPU is decent. I think I have a... Let me check the computer specs I have. I think this is relevant for this. Specs. I'm gonna search specs. System information. Wrench. Wrench is here. What's up, Wrench? Wrench from YouTube. Alright, hardware resources. I'm just gonna check what we have. Forced hardware. Memory. Oh, there we go. I see. GeForce RTX 2060. How good is RTX 2060? Just have an idea of what we can work with here. Woo. Oh, that's why you started work on your architecture, Nullsec, to have something that's like not censored. I agree. I agree. Yeah, we need that. Like, I think it's super important to have one of those. Maybe we could make a video later as to how we did that. We're getting Death Star from a dock before GTA 6. Yeah, when is GTA 6 releasing? Like at the end of the year, no? Or did they push the date further? LM Link also made it real easy to interface. LM Link? Hugging Face, you mean? No? What's LM Link? So give something more powerful on my laptop. stock want to bump up the sales with this move. Always. What's your plan? That's bad. I have a... You have a 3060. This is bad. 2060. Yeah, it's a little bit old. It's like this computer's 6 years old. I just started using Qwen 3.4B on 1660 Ti. Lol. Is a 1660 a good computer? Because I remember you bought a computer, no? You bought a computer like 4 months ago. Cyberpunk Reno. Well, it's not just uncensored, but with more capability. Okay. Okay, nice. That's really cool. I mean, does it have more capability than something like Claude or ChatGPT? I don't think so, no. 10 years, I think it's like 3 flops. Rip, man. LM Studio. It's like planned. Your biggest concern is going to be VRAM. Yeah, I don't have too many RAM here. I have 16 RAM available on this computer, and of course, like streaming takes a little bit of it, and also having the virtual box. And it's just so convenient to have a virtual box in there. Like I kind of want it to run on my virtual box, because if it does, you know, I don't have to worry about, you know, publishing like doxing stuff or whatever. It's just so convenient, and I love Linux, so I think there's a way we can put it on there. And if it runs in the cloud, it runs in the cloud. But I think it'd also be fun one time to actually have our own powerhouse here at home. Our little nuclear reactor. No, it was with you folks that was talking about this. Was it 2 days ago? We're talking about having a mini nuclear reactor in their house. Could it have been you, Nullsec, talking about it? I'm making a tool with more capability than Claude. Damn. How much VRAM do you have? I'm not sure what I know what VRAM is, like virtual RAM. I have 16 gigs of RAM. I'm not sure how much I have of VRAM. I'm making a tool with more ability than Claude. How do you make a tool with more ability than Claude? Like you make it specialize it. You specialize it in hacking. Is that what you mean? And Claude is already really advanced at that, no? It's not a traditional LLM. 1660 Ti is my GPU. The only one I bought was a $25 FB marketplace find. My GPU is considered old by modern standard. Damn. 25 bucks on the marketplace. That's really good. Use LM Studio and a cloud GPU. Just hide a terminal IP. So other people don't try to hack it? Is that what you mean? To hack? Just hide the terminal IP from stream? Yeah. Due time, brother. It was a transformer kernel, but a 1 million parameter. I'm storing data externally. 1 million parameter is quite low, no? That's really low. I'm storing data externally. It's sort of like a graph network. Okay. Damn. Buy a 1950X and 4. That sounds like GB or 8 GB VRAM. Yes. That sounds like 2,000 euros or 2,000 euros, so like $2,500 in hardware. Oh man, I want to have an idea of this. 1950X RAM. Your card is the RTX 2050. Yes. So yeah, it's 2060 my card, I think. Hold on, I still have it there. Never mind, I closed it. Yeah, it's 2060. Yeah, 2060 we see it here. Give it reverse stuff like direct in the interface, so you download a jar file. Claude can't rip it apart without jar reverse and stuff. Claude is powerful because it has MCP. This is direct built into their interface. Okay, I see. Damn. A lot of criteria. Okay, MZ. Let's see how much it costs. Just to have an idea of how much. PC componentes. 45 options. This is going to cost us... Venido por PC componentes. Can you take longer? 484. And they're unavailable. 484. That's like $700 easily. Dude, 128 gigabytes of RAM. What do you think I'm a millionaire? My wife would love me if I had that. If I bought that. She's like, wow, you're so cool. You have... Wait, where's our GPU? Oh, CPU 16. That's pretty cool. L1, L3, that's megabytes. Cache, okay. That seems to be more of a CPU thing, no? Núcleos de CPU. That's in Spanish. No, this is a graphic card. What am I looking at here? It's a processor. Can you work with dual processor? Like, can my computer work on one processor and then like I plug it in and it can use also the resources from another processor? Probably not, no. I think I have an Intel processor. That's what you need. And LLM mostly does a forward pass over tokens and produces the most likely combination from learned weights. Okay, I agree. My loop is observe, retrieve memory, compose, propose, verify against proof, counter, example, gates, write, update memory, halt, or ask, obtain. So intelligence comes from a governed learning loop, not just a next token generation. I see. So the output is kind of like revised every time. Interesting. Run local AI, eBay brother. There are 70. This PC cost about 3K total. It's about 160 flops. Hey Hades, morning. Threadripper is a CPU. Okay, Threadripper, this is a CPU. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Seems pretty powerful, but at the same time, I don't really know. How do you measure how powerful it is? Cache? No, probably not. Like, what's it called? Core is a pretty good idea, but you can have a lot of cores. If they're not powerful, then it's kind of useless. Yes, with Threadripper, you likely have multiple processors. Is a core considered multiple processor? Like, I think I have maybe I have 16 cores actually, maybe 8. Elos? I forgot what Elos means. With that chip yet? Are you going local? That's the thing we're considering, Hades. I don't think I want to. Also, another issue with going local is maybe I'll get a laptop for going traveling. And if I don't have access to my laptop with the hardware on it, I mean, if I go, you guys know I stream sometimes from hotel rooms and stuff because I have business trips. So if it's on the cloud, it's gonna be a lot easier to do stuff on the go, right? Because otherwise, I don't want to carry my whole house, my whole hardware and everything. And the computer I have right now is quite limited. Because yeah, Hades, I have an idea. We have the RTX 2060, which I think is not a very powerful GPU anymore. Like, not that it got worse, but the requirements have gotten a lot higher. With that chip, yes. Most modern CPUs do. Okay, have different cores. Yeah, okay. You need server chips for dual CPU use. Okay, so they're different. They're different. Can you even have more than dual CPU use? Can you have trual? How do you say 3? You have dual? Do you have a trual? Or you just say 3? You see for 3 CPU use. Okay, it's more boring, but 3al sounds really good. Nullsec says it's an online learner. You don't need to retain it. You need the ICP. I'm not sure what this means. You don't need to retain it. You need the PCIe lanes. Cores ain't needed too much. Okay. Local is leaker XD. Local makes you sound like a true AI connoisseur. Connoisseur. Yes. It has 64 PCI lanes. Your PC only has 16 to 24 PCI. I need to understand what this is. PCIe lanes. What are PCIe lanes in PCs? And I need to put some freaking AC. Or maybe I'll grab the ventilator. I'll be back in a minute. All right, folks, we here. We back. Yeah, ventilators are the good stuff in this day. Because yeah, I got a little bit sick from the AC. I don't know if you can hear from my voice. It's a bit different from usual. All right, we looked at what is a PCIe lanes. It seems to be important. Peripheral Component Interconnect Express. Wow. Computer hardware is just another level of knowledge. I mean, there's streams of this. I know it's like quite popular. You look at people cleaning up stuff, repairing computers, creating computers. And I think it's really fun. I've been on one of those. All right. You too, no? Like you go on these. Do you ever go on these, folks? These streams where people build computers and all? Act as a dedicated data highway inside your PC. Ah. They connect your processors. High performance components like graphic cards. Each can run its own thread. So this is part of the motherboard, no? I know these cylinders. Do you know? I mean, I have a tiny mouse here, but like these cylinders, do you know them on motherboards? Man, it's kind of crazy. What you think like a motherboard, what a computer is really made of, it's just like rocket science for me. Your PC only has 16 to 24 PCI lanes. Each can run its own thread. So you have heard about NVIDIA DGX Spark? No, I haven't heard of it. Is there something special about it? To run four GPUs, you need to have 64 PCI. What the fudge? To use all GPU power. Damn, 64. The thing is, I have a laptop here, so... And 4 GPUs is also a ton of power, huh? That's a ton of power. No, you make your house to a cloud. No, you make your house to a cloud. What do you mean? Only 2. And try. Servers can't. Okay, the thing is I'm a little bit late, so I kind of forgot what I said at that time. But you're not going to pay for that. Servers can't, but you're not going to pay for that. Yeah, no, I'm not going to pay for a server, I think. At least not right now. When we become multi-millionaires from streaming, then yeah. We are not going to pay for that. I don't know if you can make it like a livable income streaming cybersecurity. Hades says, for at least a while, still the 200 package from Anthropic or OpenAI gives a really good return on tokens. They really give generous usage even after cutting it back a lot. Only downside is they use all our data. Yeah. Ask ChatGPT. What the PCI lanes? Yeah. Grey Hatter. Hey, Grey Hatter. Ooh, it's been a bit. Well, that's the only downside, is that LLMs generate mostly mistakes. Ah, come on, not mostly mistakes. They're pretty good. I hope, because I've been kind of like relying my whole professional career on them. In terms of the past year, man, if they cut out the ChatGPT usage at my work, woof. I don't even remember the days of. I mean, I started a year and a half ago, and I got access to ChatGPT 6 months afterwards. It's like, wow. Like, I feel like I am so much faster now. Mind me, but I don't like playing someone else to make mistakes. No, man, but you can use it. I mean, yeah, it makes mistakes, but not mostly mistakes. There's a right level of balance we have to achieve. And ask ChatGPT all about my build and why it's powerhouse for cheap as fuck. 1950s X Threadripper 128D DR4 4G RTX. Is it really cheap as fuck? You buy the GPU over time and become a collector. Yeah. Like, you get the cheapest stuff on eBay. And a SATA SSD. Well, like 3 2TB SSDs. Man, you've made your whole life out of building hardware. You're like hoarding it for us all. From us all. You can try running a MOE model. That's your best bet with low VRAM. Nah. I think we're going cloud, folks. We're going cloud. I built them. No, I've built my own in the past. Capricotors. Yeah, 128 gigabyte VRAM. That's what's special about the Spark. Yeah, that's a lot of RAM. Motherboard and mostly the CPU. The tiny cylinder is a capacitor. It like holds energy, no? Capacitor? It's not. You restrict all GPUs to about 300 watts, and you get a 1,500 watt PSI. What is it? PSI? Pressure per square inch. 1,500. Can you tell us? Or 2,000 watt. Wow. And yes, you can. Fuck GPT. Man, nullsec and Lex level hash are tryhards at having your own hardware dedicated. I mean, if I can manage to build a not censored LLM right on the cloud that I can still access, that will make me happy. But the thing is, yeah, we're kind of relying on the cloud provider keeping its pricing stable and everything, and the quality being the same. So it's not as good as having it locally, offline and everything, because then you can have it forever. But at the stage we're at, I think it's pretty good to do that. And also, not having the hardware means that we can easily shift to another provider. If we have another one that needs a little bit more of that kind of spin, maybe it needs less GPU, more RAM, then, we're stuck having to buy more RAM and more of these PCIe. I was trying to talk another streamer that spent $4,000 on Amazon a month into buying servers. God damn. How did the other streamer spend $4,000 a month on Amazon? Man, that's a lot. That's like it's like 50,000 a year. It's like a full-time salary and more. I use a pro full ACC full account and max account in each day on my app. Now you need Claude. Just copy and paste. Yes. eBay for the win. But it's like 5K. Yeah, I'm not spending 5K right now. My wife will not love me. We're trying to buy an apartment, so life goals are different. Spark is overpriced. GPT. I believe the capacitors are used to even out the power flow. Yeah, I think so too. They store energy for a really short period of time, just in case something's needed. I think this is what it's about. Paying someone 0.08 cents for a cheap GPU at that point is, in the end, you're becoming a rent boy. Yeah. Yeah, we become a rent boy, and we are fully okay with it. He runs a cyber range. Hack Smarter. Oh, yeah? Oh, I know Hack Smarter. I've been watching him. It's that org. Why do you need 4K spending a month? Oh, nice. I caught up on all the messages. Why do you need 4K a month on Amazon? Next level hash says 3090 is good enough to run what you need. Yeah, but we're not getting that. So we need Claude. Okay, so we need Claude. I agree. Fine, let's do it. How do we make it not be like, oh, you can't hack with me. No, you're trying to do something illegal. Don't do that. I can't help with that request. No, we don't want that. Claude doesn't care. What the fuck, really? But you just need to use open source. Brother, use... What do you mean open source? Is it what was it that was it? All we need to do to build a Death Star was to use Claude? Is that it? Claude doesn't care. Oh man. I thought we had a whole stream where we're gonna be months building the Death Star. I know you can just use a pre-made Death Star. What? 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 He doesn't want to have a bunch of servers in his basement. Yeah. Yep, I don't really want that many servers in my basement. That'd be nice. CVP program. Claude doesn't care, but you just need to use open source. Hey, people have talking about OpenClaw now. Like, I feel like from one day to the next, people just stop talking about it. You're going to reliably bypass the features of Claude. You're not going to reliably pass the features of Claude. Like, you mean the barriers? Like what is it called? The barriers? Is it called the barriers? Oh, I feel a bit sick. It does. Quen will give you what you need. Okay. It does. It says, so the next level hash is replying to nullsec. It does. Quen will give you what you need. That's not true. They want your creds for cyber. They want your creds for They want your creds for cyber. Claude doesn't care if you know how to prompt correctly. Oh no, I don't want to do that. I don't have to be like, oh, you have to prompt me like this in order to get it. Put $5 in Vast.ai. Okay, let's see Vast.ai. Holy shit. It looks like the stock market. You can get that for $768,000 a month. What the fuck? Wait, that doesn't make sense. That's an hour? $1,000 an hour. No way. 2? That's it? But how good is that? RTX. Man, I don't think it should be that expensive. No, what the fuck? California, US. RTX 4090. It can't be that expensive, no? Para gaming. It costs 1,700. Why would it be that expensive to rent for a day? Maybe it's a dot. Yeah, okay, it's not 1,000. It's 768 a month. Okay, it's not thousands. Then use that for an hour with Quen LM Studio. The Chinese will give you access for free, but they steal all the data. Of course. Run yourself. Damn. I am not going, and I'm not doing anything unethical with Claude. You will have 0 issues. I mean, hacking is kind of unethical, no? Like it just depends what you're doing it for. Do you have to say every time that you're not doing anything illegal? Hey Claude, I'm not doing anything illegal. Anyway, what do you think about these logs? Are there any vulnerabilities in these logs? Like, that'd be kind of annoying, no? Every time to have to go to it. Pretty sure they're using it for distillation. Gwen, brother, I'm going to leave. Man, dude, you were the one telling me to go on vast.ai. Man. Next level hash popping off. Yeah, for descent speeds and VRAM, it's not cheap. For speeds, I thought it was in thousands, but I don't think so. It's just cents. I mean, it's $1 an hour. Wow, $1 an hour? If you know, given that I stream 2 hours easily a day, that's like if I use it, and every time if I turn it off, I used it, and every turn it off, it's gonna be like 50 USD a month, which is handleable. It's doable. It's doable actually. 3090 filter. Okay. 3090. 3090. There we go. There you go. Although that's like 2 cents, 26 cents an hour, plus bandwidth. That's pretty decent, no? Can I do something with 2 RTX 3090? Filter Nullcell is probably cheaper than a max plan. Yeah, basically yes. Quen is a model you want to run on Vast. Quen also has security. You run a model that has removed then filter by price descent. Okay. RTX. Okay, we selected that, so that's good. What does it mean? Planet Earth. Probably want that close to us, no? Do you think latency matters? Price descending. So this is the most expensive. You can get 8 of them. Whoa. Plus bandwidth. This you can get freaking good AI. Why is the filter not applying? The filter is not applying. God damn. It's ascending, my bad. Choo-choo-choo-doo. Choo-choo-choo-doo-choo-choo. Alright, cheapest right here is 1 RTX 3060 for 5 cents an hour. That's really good. We can spend a bit more money than that if we need to. It says it did. Okay. Honestly, I think that one of the models I was going to recommend. 3.6 27B. Honestly, I'm down for that, folks. But you know, I have to hide the IP, I guess, from you all. No, that kind of sucks because I want to build a Death Star with you folks. All right, if everyone puts their hands up right now and promises not to hack my hardware, we can do this. I'm not sure. All right, power. Ooh. Oh, your battery is fully charged. Okay, I don't care. Basically, yes, Quen is a model you want to run on Vast. Okay, Quen is a model we want to run on Vast. Okay, cool. That's a mixture of expert models. I think it's one of the models I was going to recommend. That's a mixture of expert models, yes. Download speeds matters. I'm not sure if I don't think download speeds are affected by latency. Latency and download speeds are 2 different things. Yo, welcome back. Ross AK is here. Nice. Look for 2x or more. So I should get 2x. Yeah. Nice. Thank you for the welcome back, and welcome back to you, Ross AK. How's the hat? It's summer. Have you been able to wear it yet? Ross AK won a hat that says "Your Cyber Doctor" on it from winning a quiz that we did on day 150. which was like 2 months ago. See, brother, now your command is hf download. HF download. I'm not sure. Just hide the terminal screen that you set up. Okay. Don't trust the chat, lol. Yeah, I know. I mean, I think I can trust, you know, some of you, but like, it's a public thing. Anyone could be on there, including the meanest, the baddest hackers. I hope if you enjoyed the stream, I'm still honored. Don't trust the chat, lol. Google, I'm long. LM long. We promise XD. Nice. LM long. I'm having fun searching all this. Hope you folks are having fun too. I think it's a good time to learn about hardware, and perhaps we can make a good YouTube video out of it when we tell people how to build their Death Star as well. Google LM Talk, we promise XD link there. This is a private host. So like it comes down to their home network. Their home network speed. Yeah, I think so too. I don't think it matters a ton. LM long. You probably want to say link, no? Use your local models remotely. Oh, that sounds good. Hat is awesome. Been wearing it for work. Nice. Nice, yeah. I'm like, if I ever make merch for the stream, I'm gonna get good shit. So glad that the hat work. That the hat is nice. If you're downloading a 30 GB model, you wait 10 minutes for download. Nakamoto, she's lurking, lol. Samantha is here. We have to summon Samantha. No, don't be dumb. You just go to a URL and someone gets access to it. No, don't be dumb. Maybe, yeah, it'd be nice to... Okay. Introduce name link. Load models on remote machines and then use them as if they are local. End-to-end encrypted. Works for local machines. LLM rigs. Or cloud VMs. What is a LLM rig? Folks, we're learning a ton, huh? Learning a ton about this. Folks, who of you in the chat has their own like LLM? I think Next Level Hash and NullSec have one. Like Rouse, other people in the chat. Cyberpunk Reno, do you have a LLM locally? What is an LLM? It should be an N. Is a specialized computer system built on, fine-tune, or train large language models. Okay, a rig. It's completely local on local hardware. Got it. It differs from a standard PC by prioritizing massive VRAM, video RAM. Is VRAM the same as... No, it's not the same as GPU. Oh, I thought VRAM was virtual RAM. No, it's video RAM. So it's specialized, it's something else. Oh, did you guys know about this? That VRAM. 4 levels of LLM on the go. From Alex Zieskind. High-speed memory architecture, standard complex IO processing. Oof. I need to blow my nose again, folks. Pretty sick. Oof. Yeah, next level hash was saying, don't be dumb. You just need a URL and someone get access to. I can protect it with like a local certificate or something. Don't be dumb. You just need a URL and someone get access to. Your machine, yeah. You need an RTX 3060, apparently so. 3090 is what you need for at least 2 for a 27 billion model. Personally, I don't believe for $200 anything can compete against Claude, except perhaps a GPT on equivalent package. Of course, that's the frontier. Honestly, Hades, just for the experience, I'm pretty down to set up our own local LLM. We can compare it with Claude as we go, as we do more hacking, and then we can see which ones. Maybe we can have dual, because Claude is really easy to do, right? All you have to do is put in your credit card. So that we can do. And for everything around local LLMs, maybe it'd be nice also to compare with that option. So if we run into problems with either ours or Claude Code, then we're going to know which one is better and maybe stop paying for one of them. Of course, that's the frontier. Vast AI. I don't have local LLM. You don't have local LLM? Okay. Large language model. I have 2 LLM tool sets. Okay. Frontier, but also very generous usage for the price. Very generous usage for the price, yeah. That's Frontier. Is that another service? Frontier. Frontier LLM. Frontier LLMs represent an absolute bleeding edge of artificial intelligence. I want to see this image. It looks like a meme. The state-of-the-art foundation models require millions of dollars to train, feature massive, often undisclosed parameter counts, and consistently top industry leaderboards like LMSYS, Chatbot Arena. So LLM versus SLM. The specialist, fast and focused, generalist, broad knowledge. The frontier genius. Deep reasoning. Okay. I guess what we need is probably this, no? Just focused on cyber. Excuse me, there's a fly around. Are you trying to build a local rig? I don't think so. Ross AK, no. Hold on. Video memory, that's what you need. Okay. Fast AI is a local with it. Yes. Video memory. Okay, that's what we were talking about before. That's what you need. That's why you have to need multiple video cards. Yeah, as I said, I don't think we want to do it locally. Maybe sometime. Maybe sometime if we make a little bit of money from streaming eventually. But not at this point. Are you going to try to build a local rig? Yeah, no, not really, not yet. Or something like a Mac or Spark that shares all memory as VRAM. Mac or Spark. That's a local thing as well, no? You install LM Studio, then make an account, then you rent GPUs from Vast, copy the install command into terminal. Ooh. Okay, I'm down. Let's do it. Let's do it, Lex Level Hash. What I mean, you install LM Studio, then make an account, then you rent GPUs from Vast and copy the install command into the terminal. Then log in. Yeah. So you're debating right now. Frontier, but also very generous usage for the price. I don't disagree, but that's not the purpose. You can have a specialized model that's do very well. And just hide the terminal screen from stream and only show LM Studio. Because what's the biggest risk that I take by if you guys get access to, well, see my screen? Let's think of it. What's the biggest risk that can happen? You can take control of the machine, no? Where I want to run my LLM. Are you going to be able to take over my account? What is that going to mean? Let's think together. And just hide the terminal screen. It's a web terminal. So if someone reads the URL of the Vast AI, they can connect. Okay. So you're better off making a video showing how to install and set up. Better make a video how to install and set up than actually doing it on stream. Oh, you I was using my RTX 3060 to crack hashes for WPA sec, Stanev, and personal project. Ah, nice. Is it good? Is 3060? Is that a good one? Was it enough? Hey, Samantha, someone summoned me. There she is. It's midnight here, and I just finished modding for 2 people at once. Damn. You still got another maybe minutes, hours, and finally eating now. Nice. You finished modding for 2 hours for 2 people at once. I very much assume that modding is a practice that you do in video games. Like you mod EA or something, or Sims or something. Is that what it's about, or probably not? No. Frontier just means state of the art. Okay. Yeah, state of the art. I made a joke. Say you were lurking, waiting to hack him. Yeah, because earlier I was just saying. I was asking the whole chat to promise not to hack us. But yeah, anyone can access this. LinkedIn post David Hardy OPSEC next level source AI artificial LLM share. All right, I'm gonna click on it. Next level hash. Ooh, you folks might see my LinkedIn. That'd be a big step into our relationship, chat. Boof, 75 notifications. I really don't like going on LinkedIn. Most people assume that model's capability is strictly defined by its parameter size, but raw scale is only half the equation. System architecture is where the real breakthroughs happen. Over the past few weeks, I've been researching how open source models perform when they're paired with an enterprise-grade orchestration layer and deep OS integration. To test this, I built an application that bridges the gap. It brings frontier-level infrastructure like advanced web searching and unrestricted tool calling directly to open source weights. The findings completely challenge the current industry status quo. Punching above its weight, by optimizing the wrapper and tool execution layer, I managed to get a 35 billion open source model operating at the same capacity level as commercial giants like Claude 3.5 sonnets, minus multiple agent workflows. My question is though, how do you make sure that how do you measure the performance of an LLM model? That's always been my question. You see, like, oh, it's 25% better, but who rates it? Another LLM? Because you kind of need a consistent way of doing it. And as an LLM, like how you measure the performance of an LLM, I'm not sure how you do it. Brother, my tool I'm making. We run you fat bill. We run you a fat bill. Is that the biggest risk? Is that what you mean? We run you a fat bill. They troll you. Restart the server, etc. Mining crypto. Yeah, I mean, maybe you can mine some crypto, but if the server costs 4 or 5 cents to run, and then you mine crypto for 5 minutes, you're probably gonna get 5 cents worth of crypto. At best. Delete folders, etc. It's decent. Leaking a cloud cred is bad. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's really bad to leak a cloud credential. It's good enough to getting a decent response. The 3060 is okay. The longest it took me to crack a hash was like 2 hours. Ah, nice. Moderating, I think. But the hash was not that complex. Okay, yeah, because otherwise if it is, any computer would take a long time. I don't care, it's only a platform. Be careful linking personal data, doxing risk. Yeah, for sure. Especially if I put my card in there. Twitch mods, yes. Break into submission and its output. Benchmarks and workflow. It's like SWE bench for coding. So it's like in prompts. How well can you achieve a task? How well it completes a task and stuff like that. How much it hallucinated. Now, man, if we get your accent, we spin up a bunch of the expensive ones, of course. If you get not your accent, your account, we spin up a bunch of the expensive one. Just be careful. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. Also, sorry, need to sleep. No, next level hash. But yeah, I understand. Thank you very much for being here. Hey, is this someone? Is this one of you folks? Also, no one really answered. How do you know how you measure LLM performance? Oh, right. You don't see. Right screen. Oh, right. Then I'm completely gonna dox myself if I show the right screen because it's got my LinkedIn and everything. Benchmarks, that's what you mean. Oh. Okay, my thing went to sleep. Now? Now do you hear me? We have the music. Yep, now you hear me. Okay, nice. It's back. I don't know what the heck happened. I don't know what the heck happened. Good to see you. Good to see you too, Pronflakes. We're back. Noise. Don't mute himself. Don't worry, I wasn't saying anything interesting. Yay, Pronflake is following. Nice. I love this sliding penguin gif. That's one of the few things I enjoy life. It's back and nice. Good to hear you. Okay, let's go. Let's get you a VPs. Let's go get you VPs. Yeah, for sure. So did you view the image what I had open source LLM doing? Kind of, yeah. That's you, David. Afraid to show your name. Look up David Bombi. Zoom into the to-do list. Wait, that was wait. We saw David Bompal. Wait, let's go back to history. Yeah, because David Bompal is a huge person. No, this is David Hardy. I wonder if it's one of you folks. All right. There's a few conversations going on in the chat. Let's try to make sense of them. So did you view the image? What I sent had open source LLM doing? No, I didn't open the image. Ah, so you are David Hardy. Open image in a new tab. All right. Pichukuchu. I'm gonna show you the right screen. Scene. Right screen. Pacha. Da 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 da. All right. So, what did next level hash do? Next level hash, aka David, was in next level AI. Okay. C user Davet documents Obsidian. Okay, so this is Obsidian. Rebuild. So like you made a task list for your AI? Is that what you did? Rebuild plan with full node system, RDP screen, capture, camera, terminal, file, browser, process manager. Man, David, I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm following here. What you did. Task to-dos, content research phase. Right screen. Boom. We're back into it. All right, let's build this AI. Let's build this AI. So what's the rough consensus? All right, so everyone that's joining right now, that's a little confused what we're doing. What we're doing is we're building the Death Star. The Death Star is the ultimate tool, the ultimate sidekick to our hacking career. So say you want to hack something. Say we want to hack something. Ethically, of course. That's what we always do. Then we want to have an AI that's going to enable us to answer questions, stop being boring, and just answer our questions. And also, since we became specialized in AI hacking, it's also really good to know how to build an AI so that you know how it works and you can hack it better. Make sense? Nice. Nice. So, AI hacking, okay, cool. So it makes sense. And now we've been told that Claude is not that much restricted. So that's good. At the same time, kind of want to create something more not necessarily local, but something where we control the hardware as well. Okay, so let's get you a VPs. VP is virtual private server. I'm reading the null sex message from 702. Next level hash. So did you view the image when I had open source LLM doing? Not really. So what's the rough consensus? What is the place you recommend next? David Bompal is a YouTuber. Yeah. Bompal. Zoom into the to-do list. No, on my post, zoom on the to-do list. Man, you're a researcher in this kind of thing. I think you're quite advanced in creating LLMs. The thing is, if we embark on a journey where we try to make the best possible LLM like you did, we're gonna be reliant on you to tell us how to do it. And we don't want that, because if it goes down for some reason one day, we need to fix it, and it's super advanced and and you're the one that knows how to make it work, then we're a bit screwed. So let's do something a little bit more standard, a little bit more beginner friendly. Folks, if I learned something in my career, I once worked as an entertainer. I'll tell you a little bit of story. I once worked as an entertainer, and so in a hotel in Spain for usually English or French tourists that were coming on a vacation, or Germans, but usually French or English. And you know, we had to take care of kids. I had to make them dance, or like do certain activities. Like you got to do something activities in the day. And in the afternoon, it's really, really hot. It gets really, really hot in Spain, as you can imagine. And so we have to stay inside and do some activities. So what we did one time was that we took some branches, some leaves and stuff like this from the hotel, and we painted, and we made a painting all together. It was really, really cool. And next time, it was really fun. Everyone loved it. And next time we tried doing this activity, I made it, but this time the painting was twice as large. And the activity flopped so hard just because we weren't able to finish the thing. We weren't able to finish it. People were like, oh, it's going to take forever. And it didn't get to that point where, wow, we created this whole thing together. God, actually like, ugh, I'm tired of painting. It feels like work right now. So what we have to do in life, begin small, so that the project doesn't look like a freaking mountain. If you're going to climb a mountain, start small, because otherwise you start with a huge one, you're going to get demotivated. And you're not going to know how, you're not going to have the experience of climbing mountains. So when we build an LLM project, don't start with building what's best in class. Build a small thing, make it work, play with it, and then if you find the need to climb a higher mountain, which is making a better AI, then go for it. Cool. I just told you about my life. Hope that was an interesting story and a valuable lesson for you all. How beefy of a VPS you will need? What's being done on it? Yeah, David Bopal is big. Yeah, nice. I'm not sure what a VPS is, folks. Virtual private server, probably. And read what's on my local LM doing. Lol, the name is David. My name is David. Oi, we have a few Davids in the chat. Competing David. And we're mentioning David Bopal. Bompal. Not sure how to pronounce his last name. Competing David. We should have a David Hackoff. Who's the better David? You're trying to augment Notepad exe with some rat virusy software. Looks like it. That's a malware writer, lol. Yup, bingo. Pawn. Interesting. Ah, this is what it was. Wait. Reported just to be safe. Kappa, yeah. I was doing a test load, but go for it. Ah, you were trying to get us. Lol, messing. Oh, I don't care. You can read it. It's all localhost. Okay. It depends. It is and isn't, depending on what you ask it to do. It's restricted. I think I'm with the next level. Go for Quen 2.5, 2.5, 32 billion. Instruct all literated Q4. Or 3.6 with the Mo. Okay, so we're all. It seems like we're converging to Quen. Try 3.6, 27. 3.6 Quen. 26 billion, 27 billion. Nullsec, I agree. So basically make an LLM, make an LM, you need to make a data set. It's the same steps for everything. You just load a model. Okay. All we need to do is load a model. Either fine tune or just working from a permissive model from start. Do you need your own LM just to run Quen? I'm making my own LM for a UK government sovereignty AI. Ooh. You don't need your own LM, just run Quen. Okay. What is Quen actually? I'm curious as to what Quen model is. Excuse me. 7:12 a.m. and it's already freaking hot. All right. All right, so we were checking what Quen is. Quen, also known as Toingyi Kiawan, is a powerful family of large language models and multimodal AIs developed by Alibaba Cloud. We're getting spied by China, folks. Spied by China, guaranteed. Known for their multilingual abilities, particularly Chinese and English, and strong reasoning skills, they are used for text generation, coding, multi-step problem solving, and audio analysis. The Quen ecosystem is designed for both general consumers and enterprise developers, operating through a few key formats. 1. Model variations and sizes. Open source, open weight. Many Quen models are released publicly on platforms like Hugging Face under flexible licenses. They range from lightweight models for mobile devices to massive 72 plus billion parameters. Models designed to rival Western AI flagships. Are we getting spied for this? With this? Yeah, finally. Oh yeah, they're investing. Not for their own use, I get it. True smaller goals. I think governments should start using LLMs. But the thing is sovereignty, indeed. Like there's Mistral, maybe they should go into Mistral, no? The UK government? Something European at least? Nullsec is saying governments are definitely working on LLMs for their use. California has already passed bills. Nice. Palmflake says most people that mess with training their own LLM work from like the source code of literally ChatGPT-1 or GPT-2. Yeah. To keep it simple. Yeah, I don't think too many individuals have the power abilities that OpenAI has, or at least had back then. Notice for our own use, we are like the 4th best in cybersecurity. It's more to stop the need for USA cloud use. Yeah, exactly. That sovereign AI fund is only £500 million for the whole program, with 1 million to 20 million go to specific places. Even the entire £500 million is going to one company. They won't even get close to the USA SOTA. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Maybe we should get like the right plan would be to get a European one. But I'm not sure if we want to get the UK on it. Need billions. Quen, but 3.5 or so, yeah. Very good local models. The guy that made Quen got fired. Really? They got fired? The person that made Quen? Gesundheit. Oh, JP! JP's here. Holy moly. JP. Gesundheit. Wait, what does this mean? What does this mean? JP is a friend of mine. Man, how are you doing? Thank you for coming. Gesundheit. Gesundheit. We're learning German from a person living in Australia. Oh, hallo. Zustand des wohlstandigen Körperlichen. The fuck does that mean? Translate. Health. Buddy of mine just comes and says health on the chat. Nice, JP. It's about funding to make a model that's semi-decent, getting other investors. No, a local model. Local model doesn't send data. Yeah? You sure about that? You sure about that? While GL, only Europeans model in the races are Mistral's model, and they're bad. Yeah? Mistral models are bad. Yeah, Europe is getting pawned in the AI race. Man, JP, tell us a bit more. How's it going? What are you up to? Unless you count Google, DeepMind, Gemini as UK. Nah. As the lab is here, but not really. Yeah, it's still US controlled. And even Gemini 3.5 Pro decided to not release the latest from Anthropic and OpenAI still dwarf it. Wow. Damn. Yo, Zim the Goat. Hello from YouTube. Hello, Zim. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. I'm reading messages from 4 minutes ago right now. It's bad. Mistral will eventually be great in time. Hopefully so. What's up, bro? All good, all good. We're building what we call the Death Star, which is building our AI sidekick to help us hack better. Yeah, we did. Sad day. Max of Haba, good luck. The only European races are going to show. Okay, so we're talking about AI races here. Dirk is here, bro. I heard Africa. Like other Nigerians came out with a really good LM currently. Nice. It's killing coding right now though. Really? You know what I'm saying? Like they're really good at you know, carrying fruits on their heads. The LMs are really good at classifying fruit. What do you mean, Dirk? It's killing coding right now. What? Sounds pretty good. I'm pretty late. JP said when you bless. Dude, I have the chat keeps on jumping. LLM, such an interesting topic. How did you get there from cybersecurity? Well, we JP, we decided to shift from just cybersecurity in general to LLM hacking because we want to hack with an LLM. We want to hack with an LLM. Basically, we're deciding to focus on large language models hacking. Why? Few reasons. One's because it's really fun. And two, because I made the realization that if I went 1,000 days of hacking everything, I would be good at hacking nothing. And since we're on this journey for 1,000 days, and we're 15.3% into it, I decided I need to get good at one thing, and that one thing will be hacking large language models, basically. Folks, I'm not used to the chat jumping all the time. I'm such an because they are I like how you said LM such an interesting topic. How did you get there from there to cybersecurity? It's like you contrast a bit something that's a little bit less interesting for you for cybersecurity. Like, you know, like you said, LM such an interesting topic, and then you contrast it with cybersecurity. So perhaps you mean that you didn't enjoy too much cybersecurity, which I get, huh? It's not for everyone. Next level hash switch color from red to blue for me. Interesting, because there are the goats at the cybersecurity. That's cybersecurity. Morning everyone, what's going on? X0X Rome, hello. Usually come at this time, around 7:20, I noticed. Ah, Dirk was making a joke. Yeah, I think so too. Hope it wasn't too racist though. Doc, how you've not figured out that Dirk fellow is joking 99% of the time? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm a little bit gullible. I'm a little bit gullible. Most LLMs don't under most fruits. That's true. Giving my bot and access today. See how it handles dynamic testing. Nice. That's really cool. To your phone? Yup. What could go wrong, lol? Yeah. The 2 hours per day is the bottleneck, I think. Like only streaming 2 hours a day on the 1,000 days. I can flashback as is disposable, but could be interesting. Lol, yeah, just woke up. Nice. I am the only American in the house. Nah, there's a few for sure. I checked like 40% of the viewers are from the US or something. You're saying Africa can come up with a good LLM? That sounds a bit bro, lol. Well, it's not just streaming, but... Where in the USA are you? Last time I was here, you talked about ports and everything. Couldn't follow back then, but now I can follow what you're saying. Nice, nice, nice. So JP, do you have recommendations on which models to use that are unfiltered, uncensored? Here's the plan that we have right now. To build the Death Star, it is to use this lmstudio.ai and then connect it to a platform called Vast AI and this you pay. This is something you pay per hour. You know, this one's 8 cents per hour, for instance, which is totally fine to pay for. I just have to remember to turn it off after every stream, I guess, because otherwise I'm going to be paying for nothing. And if I skip one day, it's going to cost me like 4 euros or something. No, actually, no. You can see here it's 57 cents a day. On-demand GPU and a 16 gigabyte disk. So it's going to cost me $2 a day. It's not that bad, no? Maybe I can actually book it. Maybe actually book it to get some savings. I say, oh, I want it for 3 hours every morning from 6 to 9. And this will be quite good. All right. JP, we're talking about ports and everything. Yeah, I agree, JP. I think for me too, it's a little bit easier to understand this. I was getting maybe a little bit too technical because I don't think I'm a technical person in general. So yeah, I'm glad that you can follow now. East Coast, Nullsec is from the East Coast. Ooh, it's late for you. 1 a.m. already. So I'll spend 6+ hours doing research. Yeah, for sure. But like next level hash is doing research is your job, no? Like do you get paid for 6 hours of research? Love NYC Diesel. Nice. Lol, I don't do that anymore. Quen 3, okay. Quen 3.6. All right, let's check out Quen 3.6. So we've chosen the hardware. We've chosen the kind of orchestrator that's allows us to connect at the distance. Now what we have to do is choose the model. Quen 3.6. Uncensored. Uy, vamos. We can use a Chinese model, folks. Hugging Face, how CS. Oh, we're on the same one. 35 billion parameter. A3B. Uncensored. How's aggressive? Ooh, I wonder what aggressive means. I like aggressive. Like, does it get angry at you if you make mistakes? It's like, you bitch. That sucks. Okay, maybe I'm gonna get reported. And I'm gonna have to close my Twitch account for saying bad things. Hopefully that won't happen. You need 2x or more. All his models are perfect. You like this person? Ooh, downloads in the last month. 4 million downloads. 4 million downloads, folks. I watched a documentary about East of US strains on the other day. It was interesting. Xerox Rome, you're from... Oh, sorry, I forgot. You're from the UK? Xerox Rome. Xerox Rome. I'm just searching my mind, see if I remember something about where you lived. Xerox Rome. Agent 57 is from the UK. There's a few. How had some controversy recently, though. He copied some source code of the other main alterator. Then delete the pod when you're done, and then attribute it. Ay, ay, ay. Pitchforks. Man, I love it. I love it when people say pitchforks. I love a good revolution. As a Frenchman, I enjoy a good revolution. Especially when it finishes on Place de la Concorde. That's what we enjoy. You need 2x GPUs or more for VRAM. I've been using these models in a fully restricted tool and haven't seen any issue or problems. Just the models would forget the path. Models would forget the path. What do you mean models forget the path? What does it mean that a model forgets a path? Just look for a good hacking model. Yeah, UK there. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, good. I'm just saying nice because we got it right. I feel like a local model though. Context is a bit of an issue. What's C2? Fully custom, handmade, homemade, UK as well as scroll up to see my hidden LinkedIn, I think you want to say, showing the tool. Ah bah oui, Frenchies. La révolution, exactement. Exactement, Ponflakes. Ponflakes. In French, it sounds like cornflakes. Cornflakes. Ponflakes. Right. Even more than it does in... I didn't even think about it actually in English. It's worked with local models too. Context rot. Oh, what is context rot? That's interesting. Context rot LLM. What the fuck does that mean? Context rot. How increasing input tokens impact LLM. Oh. Context rot. That sounds really interesting. Large language models are typically presumed to process. Large language models are typically presumed to process context uniformly. That is, the model should handle 1000th token just as reliably as the 100th. However, in practice, this assumption does not hold. We observe that the model performance varies significantly as input length changes, even on simple tasks. In a report, we evaluate 18 LLMs, including state-of-the-art ChatGPT 4.1, Claude 4, Gemini 2.5, and Qwen 3 models. Okay, these are a little bit older. Our results reveal that models do not use context uniformly. Instead, the performance grows increasingly unreliable as output length grows. Oh. But how much is 10 to the power of 3 tokens? That's 1000 tokens. That's when Claude Sonnets really starts to drop. Oof, god, ChatGPT is horrible at handling tokens. Like, Claude could handle 10 times more and be way more performant. Just because this is a logarithmic scale, folks. Is your intention to trick the LLM into answering questions that should give it or break it? So yeah, JB, really good question. We're trying to, right now what we're doing is building an AI that will be a sidekick to help us hack better and learn more from our hacking. And then the intention is later down the road to hack LLMs themselves. Like for instance, get ChatGPT to reveal certain things that it shouldn't do. Like, you know, if it says no to hacking, then you make it say yes to hacking. Things like that. Or if there's a platform that has a chatbot on it and we need to hack it, then, you know, we can try to make it do... Oh, JP, you should come tomorrow. Tomorrow we're hacking a biking app. Tomorrow we're hacking a biking app. We're attacking a biking app, and we're gonna try to make the chatbot there go bananas. So if Louis and Yas are not too time demanding tomorrow at the same time, then you can come and see us hack a cyclist platform. So like you wouldn't forget a directory workspace. It would forget directory in the workspace. Oh, I see, yeah. That's why you want a lot of VRAM, so you have a larger context. I see. This is what VRAM is for. So it remembers more stuff. Uh-huh. I see what you mean. Local models are likely to have 64K, maybe 120 context. 200K if you're lucky. 200K is a lot, no? This is this point. But I'm guessing models have evolved since. Average normalized Levenstein score. Levenstein. Rapid paperclip. He's here. Is this where he attractive reams of paper hangs out? That's us. Are we attractive? Thank you. Folks, we're attractive reams of paper. Great news. Thank you, Rabid. That's cute of you to say. Article's old, but still applies. Yeah, I think it applies too, yeah. The core principles of... Oh, there's a video for it too. Wow. Microsoft makes videos on YouTube. Man, I think YouTube might have been Google's best purchase. Best acquisition, no? Oh no, why is Rapid Paperclip sad? No paper, digital. Oh no. Of course, we have paper everywhere. I have paper right here. A notebook. Different agents approach the issue of context rather differently, but both GPT and Claude's impact the whole context into a summary blurb text. And in that process, you also lose the fine details of what was in that convo. Yeah, that's true. Now, I sometimes get scared because I'm not sure about you folks, but whenever I work and all, I sometimes have dedicated chats to start doing certain activities. And sometimes I'm scared that the core task, the core ask from the beginning is getting diluted as I ask more and more of it. Does that make sense? If I say your task is to put things in alphabetical order, and then after 100 prompts, it starts, I would say, do what you've been asked for this specific list, then perhaps it forgot what it was supposed to do. And you know, what I ask is not necessarily only making alphabetical order. It's a little bit more complex than that, so you kind of rely on it. Anyway, folks. At the moment, entropic sonnet is only about 200k only. Okay. The larger the context limit, the longer you can go before it needs to compact. I understand, yeah. JP is now we're talking. Nice. I like talking. We haven't talked in a long time, JP. We should talk. We should talk. We have to talk. Nullsec, that and the weights, both context and model need to have to be in VRAM. I understand now the importance of VRAM. So thanks a lot. You've been talking about VRAM a lot, Nullsec. I like that. It's an important concept in LLMs. ATM Anthropic Sonics is about 200k only. Okay. Two 3090s will give you about 200k context on Qwen 3627B. How much would that cost in hardware? Two 20k 2030s, that will be two. What? I think the price changed all the time. I think so. It makes sense. Crazy. So this 2K costs 8 cents an hour. So like us, that's tiny. Plus bandwidth. 8 cents an hour, and you pay an extra 8.5 cents an hour. That's crazy low. Let's click on rent, see what happens. No, we have to create an account. That makes sense. All right. Okay. We're a little bit late on chat here. You need a pro account and the 89 quid account. Do you need a pro account? The 81 quid account. Oh shoot. Wait, do I need a pro account and stuff? It's not just 8 cents. I only use Opus. I get 1 million Opus and Sonnets, so that's strange. Always 1 million. Yeah, you really don't want to use the whole 1 million. Why don't you want to use the whole million? Because then it starts doing the compacting thing. Check/context after you/model sonnet send a message. It's probably 200k unless you have extra credits enabled. YouTube up there with Gmail and calendar. Yeah, for sure. I think it's above Gmail and calendar, no? In terms of usability and profitability. I mean, Gmail is pretty replaceable. You can always get Outlook or something. It's not that bad. But then calendar is also pretty replaceable. I feel like Samsung calendar is not that bad. Or Apple calendar. It's bad for performance and token efficiency. I see. It is, yeah. Okay, so we all understand each other. That does work like that. It forgets context. So you have to force it to do a final audit on a summary. I see. This is what I'm trying to fix. Ah. So you're trying to condense down the previous chats, right? Is that what you're saying, next level hash? Trying to condense the previous chats to be able to condense down the previous chats to like save and improve efficiency. Z4.4C. I found the cheapest for use GitHub. Dang, go for 4 then. It's good practice to ensure LLM keeps documenting what it's doing, task tracking. That helps compactions matters less. Okay. Some even say that the best thing to do is clear after every large task and let every new task have fresh context. That's interesting, Prompt Flakes. I wonder to what extent you can have a mini model that just decides to do many things for you. Like it decides to clear memory, it decides to generate summaries of outputs, stuff like this. Is this what's currently happening? Like you have a main language to answer you, and then you have a mini model that just takes decisions for you that says, okay, we're going to clear the memory to improve token efficiency. We're going to do a summary so that we don't use as many tokens, and it's a little bit more straightforward. Is this what's going on? Also filter just 3090. Planet Earth. GPUs. I think we did just 3090. What is the difference with TI as well? I think I'm already filtering for that. How much more is it? And 4090s. Is that 4090? Doesn't seem to have it. What the fuck? Ah, there it is. 4090. Wait, do we not have it? We have RTX 4090. Does it mean that there's none available? I'm not sure. Will it make it focus on one sentence prompt? Don't give it a window to think. And also, when you let it go all the way up to 1 million, it's sending near 1 million tokens for each request. Wow. That sounds very, very expensive, no? 1 million tokens? Context stuffing jailbreak. Is context stuffing jailbreak kind of the buffer overflow of AI hacking? Yeah, it's kind of happening already. Orchestrator implementer. Okay, nice. So what we were talking about earlier, folks, about the small LLM being adjusting the larger language, it's already happening, so that's really cool. Yes, sub agent speed increases with a TI. Oh, maybe you can afford that. I'm not sure. TI. So if you look here, it's only a few cents more on 60. It's only like 8 cents more on this version. And folks, is it better to get 2 3060s or one larger one? That also helps with not stuffing the orchestrated context with stuff it doesn't need to know. It keeps more of a bird's eye view than getting lost in details. Yup. Okay. Yes, so it maximizes the context window. So like Claude and GPT give their AI about 42,000 windows, or say 1,048 tokens. So they give you say roughly a user summary from compact about 40,000 token count, and give the user 1 million total for the messages window. Damn. I'm not sure I follow all that. JPS says, in agentic AI, you got governing AI agents that only there to check. Oh yeah, I think you want to say check that the other AI agents won't do shit. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. And I think we know with JP we'll see this more when we get to AI security, but there's also many small models that check that the large models didn't cross any governing tokens or is hacking or do anything like that. So when we get to AI hacking, we'll have to trick all these smaller agents, I think, to believe us, and that's going to be quite a challenge, quite a challenge, but I think also doable. Also, RTX A6000, that's a good cheap GPU with 48 gigabytes VRAM. Damn. No, that's just filtered by price. Yes, it's buffer flow for AI right now. Oh, context. Context is the buffer flow. Okay, interesting. Regarding nearing 1 million contexts, each turn does send a lot of stuff again. But many are known for what's called cache hits, which don't cost as much, still notable though. Wow, you guys are advanced. I need to understand a bit more. I understand a token. It's like a piece of text, right? Like 3, 4, 5 characters, something like that. And yeah, context stuffing is jailbreak tech. Get 4 3060s. Okay, now we're getting into the expensive side. Now nullsec is thinking I'm a millionaire. No, joke's on you, I'm a cheap ass. VRAM, so they combine. Gear 4, okay, one larger one. Okay, everyone seems to have a different opinion about what we should get. Yup, worth it though. Okay. Cough, cough, Claude. Man, you got next level. Hash saying, hey, you should get all this, you shouldn't mix all that, and then there's Claude as well. You should be using LLMs more to plan and ask questions about this kind of thing though, as well as us. True. They're quite knowledgeable about all this, even fine-tuning, creating LLMs. That's true. Wow. It's pretty next level to create LLMs with LLMs. Yeah, I get you though. Probably more than us. Speak for yourself, lol. Man. A token is a word. Is a word, yeah, more or less, I guess. No, there are often subwords. Yeah, they're like pieces of words. It's kind of crazy. Also, you don't want to 4 3060s. That price is only 8x. Okay. Buy one of these Mac Studios. Use that Mad Twitch Bank. What Mad Twitch Bank? 0x Chrome. I would love to use it, but which one are we talking about? Maybe I should like finally get down to becoming affiliate. I didn't know that. Have to be realistic, the training data is full of it. Yeah, most people don't take into account PCIe speed. Claude does like a $1,000 a month plan, I think. $100 a month plan. I'll go 20 Pro until you hit limits. Yeah, I think we'll be okay if we do $20 a month. You can always grab rate and limits get reset when you do that. Nice. Hide my $200 limit in like 3 days. Holy shit. Nullsec, what do you do to hit that $200 limit in 3 days? Rabbit Paperclip says my $200 20x max Claude is about 82%. Resets Thursday. Well, that's pretty good. That's good usage then. And do you get to keep your credit if you didn't use all of it during 1 month? Hold on. Also, Claude is one of the AI providers that have agents running in the background. Oh, and do you get paid? Do you get charged for it? Papa JP. No. So cute. Nice. So JP sent me an image of himself and his child. I wonder what it is on the right. Are you using Claude on the right? Is that Claude I'm seeing? There's a photo of me streaming, and then on the right side of the screen, I think there's Claude. Man, we're becoming AI dependent. What are you guys building? Many agents. You got the automatic shit being fired in the background. It's so that it makes sense. Fast mode for the win. You know, I'm developing deepfakes. I get it, bro. All right, Dirk said something long. So I'm just checking on these open source models. I think they're not even close to doing any real coding, but what everyone else's take on it. Some guy on another channel said GLM, but I'm still learning towards these African models, but you know, I'm just the only one with I'm still learning towards African models, but you know, I'm the only one with access to the Africans models right now. Nice. Lucky you, man. It's a weekly limit and a 5-hour limit. Okay. Yeah, there's both. No keep. You just hope Anthropic screws up and issues everyone a reset. Has happened a lot these past few weeks. Damn. You think they screw up, or you think they kind of do this on purpose? Rabbit paperclip. To reset your limits. Because sometimes maybe they have extra server capacity. And they're like, maybe you can collect a little bit more data and stuff on usage and use it to train our models. Because when you pay for Pro, it doesn't stop Anthropic from using your data to train its models, no? They use a lot of money on them. Yeah, probably. I stayed up late to use a full 33% of a week. Damn. Because when my reset was in the morning. Damn. Nice. Yeah, that's what I do with Claude and Gemini, basically. So you don't want to take vacations anymore, no? Nullsec? You're like, wow, I really want to go, you know, see the birth of my child. Really want to be there for her, for my wife and everything. Be like, but the Claude limit resets in 4 hours. Oh, fuck. There's still 17% I need to use. What do you do? What do you do? You just paid $100. It's 17% of $100. That's $17 going to waste. There's no way. Like, you cannot let it go to waste. Your child can wait. You'll probably have other children. And at the pace of your relationship, you'll probably have another wife as well. So you know what? Go ahead. Stay home. Enjoy the 17% remaining tokens. The next level says, yeah, that's what I do with Claude and Gemini, basically to audit my tool calls and stuff. For fuck's sake, Dirk. Yeah, I agree. I tried last week. I walked away. I tried a dumb question right afterwards and never started. My own fault. Stop gatekeeping the African models. Release the weights. I got a reset due to Fable 5. Oh, Fable 5. What is Fable? And then afterwards, folks, since we have 10 minutes left, we're going to talk about how we're going to build the model overall. What are the decisions that we're making? Altogether, what are your recommendations? 5. What is Fable? Fable AI? Fable AI text RPG with voice narration. Ah, this is Claude Fable. It's here. There's so many models everywhere. Palm Flakes. Now her name is Haley Berry. She's the best African model though. Any of the guys in here with a 5X or 20X Pro? I have a 5X. Will tell you how the use agent tab of Claude Code. It says their API equivalent cost would be $2,000 or $5,000. Wow. Last few days alone, GPT is trash. Claude is MVP for tokens. Yeah, I'd like to get another dude to see the baby and just have a standing with a video cam. Lol. Nice. Palm Flakes. Yeah, it'll always be cat and mouse, I guess. Every so often the other will take the other. Okay, Fable is Claude favorite model. Well, folks, there was a time not long ago where I didn't have to struggle with keeping up with all the chats. Fable was so powerful that the US banned the usage. Use it for 1 hour myself. Fable was so powerful that the US banned the usage. Just use it for 1 hour myself. And how was it then? Using Fable. Man, the US banned the usage. Holy moly. People. I know. How did you feel using it? It's been taken down by the government supplemented to NSA systems too fast. Really? Now, reasons it was taken down were political. Probably. If you Google the supposed jailbreak that occurred, It was someone saying, fix this code to it. Just saying what the senator said. I mean, I don't know to what extent the word the senator said is legit. I just used Fable 5 on my app. Oh, nice. Caught up with all the messages. On my app in 2 minutes and swapped to Opus, give it in the end. I need to figure out what to do anymore. I feel like for the past 2 days, and I love it, huh? I love that there's so many of you and you're engaged. It's a really good sign. Just I feel like I'm spending the whole stream trying to catch up to what you're saying. And that feels bad, because I want to read what every one of you has to say. So can like a few people drop off the stream right now and stop talking? So that we have like fewer chats and I can catch up with everyone? Kidding, of course. Kidding. I don't know how to do it. I actually don't know. Do I get an AI for the chat and try to get a summary of everyone's... Trying to get a local LLM to summarize you guys' conversations so I can react to everything? You can't ignore me. I will be offended. Yeah, I understand you'd be offended. I would be offended if I ignored you too. You kind of need to let some be ignored. It's always good to read the instant responses after you say something. Lord. Yeah. I'm making one we kind of do. It's like right now we don't have any. It's just like American or Chinese models. We'll survive, I promise. Yeah. I asked Fable to do a summary of a problem and prepared it in a way that I can present to the customer. It came up with 8-page PowerPoint. Send it to you later. Kind of cool. Really? You still working for Coco? Oh man. Yeah, 6 more minutes of stream, folks. Let's talk a bit about how we build that LLM. Well, let's kind of summarize everything that we've talked about today. Today was really a talking stream. We didn't hack anything. All right, we got our boy Obsidian here. All right, where's this? This is not what we want. Today's note, insert template, new base. There we go. This is what we need. All right, we're gonna make a new one. We're gonna make a new one. It's gonna be called Death Star Plans. All caps, of course. Oh, I like that we call it Death Star. Today I wanted to play some Star Wars music, but I think we would have gotten banned by YouTube and by Twitch. So yeah, until music becomes for everyone, I don't think we can do that. Yes, at Coco, but I had an interview with the head of AI at Australian Airline today. Oh, Australian Airline, is that a real thing? I thought it was Qantas. I guess there's a few airlines in Australia. It's a big country. Not a lot of people, but... Well, I'm getting a lot of ads for Austrian Airlines. They're like, nah. You probably met Austrian Airlines. Wait, did you actually say... You say Australian Airline today. No, there's no such thing as Australian Airline. You need 2x 30. Nah, still bad. Trust, I know. Alright. Let's say we're gonna do 3 3060s, we said. 30s or better 3090s for 2x. All right, folks, what else do I need? Folks, what else do I need other than that? 90s. Yeah, if 90s are cheap, of course, 90s. If you think about 60 bucks advanced knowledge, it's worth it a month. We'll see how much it's going to cost. You let me worry about the cost. You let me worry about the cost. LM Studio, okay. And then we're... Okay, so we got this. We got that. And now we need the model. Model. I'm down to try this Quen thing either that we found. I wonder what aggressive means. This is gonna take forever to build this, actually. I'm thinking like of half a day or something. No, not forever. But... It's too bad I can't do it on stream. I think if you go about $60 in advanced knowledge, it's worth it. A month. Llama CCP. I think for pet teasing has to be fully local. Well, this is a cloud, local cloud basically. I think testing has to be fully local. No, it doesn't. Just LM. No, it doesn't. Just LM link. Means its denials refuse or turn down even more. VLLM if multiple boxes. Llama.ccp if one box. Ah. I see. So if one box, so if I get only one thing here, if I get only one thing, I should get llama. If only one GPU. And is renting a GPU enough? What do I do? Just like upload that onto the GPU? Like how does this work? Because a GPU is only part of it. You also need a CPU, no? You also need some other things, no? Is a GPU enough? So all I do is rent this hardware and I'll be good? Hey, you gonna run out of pod on that? Hell yeah. I'm not sure what that means. What factorization? 6-bit? Bros, are you trying to confuse me? 6-bit? Hey, Ange. Ange. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Thank you very much for joining. Welcome to the squad. Welcome, welcome. Yes, renting a GPU is fine. You rent a cloud computer. Yeah, so just the GPU is basically a computer at this point. Now I see a message from Dirk and I never know if I'm getting trolled or not. Check out RunPod because they have pre-built binaries for everything. So you probably have your setup already pre-built and ready to go. You just deploy it, click a button, and it says like $2 or $3 an hour. $2 or $3 an hour. So RunPod is basically the thing for it's basically the newbie version of it. RunPod is the newbie version. Okay, so whoopsies. What I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna get Claude Dearth Star. Dearth Star. Death Star plans. RunPod. RunPod is the newbie version of it. All in one computer, ready to LLM. So yeah, I think what I'll do at the minimum is get a Claude subscription so we can start using that. One machine, not the GPU. VLLM is good for clustering. Shows this better and cheaper. Hey, you gonna run out of pod on that? Hell yeah. Trust this better and cheaper. Yeah, so you're saying I should do the RunPod instead of doing LLM Studio? Thing is, with two 3090s, surely you won't run a non-MOE model. Like run a dense model instead. Oh man. I'm just realizing how much there is to learn about LLMs. I don't understand what all this means. RunPod is only when you need government standards. You know, we're a streamer. Everything we do is public, so I don't know to what extent we need something. A government standard. I mean, government standard on what end? A government standard for privacy? For security? Because that would make sense. But that's not really a concern of ours. Proof is we're doing everything publicly, so. Quen 3.6, 22 billion of 35B, A35. Why? Why is Quen this one better? Okay, I'm gonna write it down. Or Quen 3.6 27B. That's the problem with democracy, where we use everyone's opinion. It's like there's too much choice. I have to become a dictator a bit more. Doing good. Took a break from my personal project and started learning more languages. Ah, nice. Nice. I like more languages in terms of what like Arabic, Portuguese, stuff like this, or Python, C++. You can run a 35 board quantized 24 GB GPUs VS plus Quen 36 Llama CCP. Okay. You think that will work? All right, null sec. I'll write your full setup. 424 GB GPU VPS plus Quen 3.6 27B GGU F plus Llama CPP. 35B or A3B means the whole model is 35 billion parameters, but only 3 billion parameters are active at one time. Okay, so you have enough VRAM. You often opt to get the dense model where all parameters are active at once. Generally makes for smarter models. Okay, I understand what you mean. Fully understand what you mean. That's interesting. So you save yourself a little bit to limit the probability of going bananas. No, it's not just vast. It's not vast AI. It just shows T-flops of the computer. That's actually not bad. As you need to know everything about computers. But since he's renting GPUs, might as well have all in VRAM. Yeah, probably. With RunPod, you need to know what hardware, what is equal to vast. It's also more expensive. Where's data stored with RunPod? Again, I'm starting to read everything and I'm becoming late. But I'm at the point where I realized that using AI for my projects was still learning to code and think it's counterproductive. Yeah. Yeah, I understand the struggle. I actually had a chat with a chatter. I met a chatter, someone from the chat in real life called Mulgars. He was in my town, so it made it easy. And had a chat. He was saying that that AI was sometimes confusing junior developers because they would just sometimes just like vibe code and not really understand what the output was of the AI. So that made it more challenging for them to learn. So I guess you have to be a little bit careful when it comes to using AI to learn stuff. Network month costly. Okay, nice. Studio on your basic little laptop there, buddy. Okay. No, our laptop is not strong enough for anything like that. Open code, I've used both and it's cheaper to test vast, but for production use cases, you run pod. Okay. Drop in from here. I'll be on Discord. See you, clip on. Nice. Clip on, I love it. See you, Rabbit Paperclip. Alright, cool. Woof! Caught up with everything. It's confusing. A lot of vibe coders don't understand the full premise of concept of programming before the vibe coding. I understand. Yep. That's the risk. At the same time, if you can use it properly to, you develop a code and then you spend some time learning it, and you tweak it yourself, and then you question the AI's output. This is when I think you can get some really valuable stuff. which was 11 years ago. Oh, 26 only. And you're 26. You're one of the youngest viewers. I feel like most of our viewers are a little bit older, like in their 30s and all, 40s. I think the viewers we have on this Twitch channel are a little bit older than are a lot older than what you'd find in like other streams. All right, folks, we're gonna end here. Oof, what a day! We learned so much about censored AI, also token limitations. What is it called? Like token slop, called rot LLM. We learned about Quem, that it was Chinese. LM Link, you know, hardware. We learned so much stuff today. So much stuff. So yeah. Yeah, I'm still a baby. Aww. I just want to pinch your cheek. At least I'm above pure vibe. I'm literally talking in flows. Nice. Pure vibes. Peace, lads. Have a good evening. Toodles. Dusty old chat. Later. Samantha was here. Nice. You stayed until the end. Probably going to turn out to be the most revolutionary tech of all time. AI, you mean? I knew Nakamoto was still lurking. Nice. Nice. You have a Nakamoto detector. Okay. Anyway, let's go into InfoSec streams and see if there's any fellow nerds to raid. No. Damn it. Who was it raiding us last time? Maybe we should go and check out if there's someone that we can raid. If anyone wants access to those African models, let me know. Her name is Hailey, and the other girl's name is Natalie. Just let me know. Man, we're not. That sounds like prostitution, man. All right, let's go on Twitch.tv and figure out if there's any cuties to raid. I don't mean just ladies. I mean cuties, boys and girls, like just people in general. My god, I'm digging myself deeper. Yeah, you were cyber doctor with 14 people. We typed cybersecurity and we're the first one that came. Past videos. No, we want live streams. Cybersecurity. No, man, we got nothing on cyber. No, dude, they said they were LLM models. That's what they told me. All right, folks, we're gonna just end it here. Raid. I want to raid too. Oh, posting. Anyone got an idea if we can raid? Love this. I'm gonna look at that image. How to draw an owl. Draw some circles, draw the rest of the fucking owl. Nice. Hey, we have a Ponflix. I don't know if you know, we have a... I'm not sure if you came on the Twitch chat. On the, excuse me, on the Discord. We have a whole meme section. AI draws the owl for you in 2026. Raid Shiny Lisa. Shiny Lisa, okay. Is that her? Start watching. Mouth sign for sleeping. Face masks. Oh, she's been doing this for 6 hours. Okay, yeah, we're not doing that. We're not raiding. Shiny Lisa. Do I need to remove the okay? No. Okay, we're not doing that. All right, folks. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we're hacking a bicycle. No, we're hacking a bicycle application. Again, hacking AI. So it's gonna be quite fun. Come join. It's themed, And then the next day, which is Friday, we're gonna recap one of the things that we did this week, just for fun. Maybe going back to Gandalf, maybe finishing the cycling app if we didn't get to finish it. But yeah, that was it for today. Thank you very much for being here, folks, and I'll see you tomorrow in 22 short hours, 21 hours and 48 minutes. Ciao.